Carly Agro joining me to take over with sports now, Carly, and we've been talking about a little bit all week here, but it was a big night for football in the Border City last night.
It certainly was. History was made, in fact. Well, for as long as the Lloydminster Kings Red Dogs had been a team, they've been playing on the road. Well, last night the Dogs had home field advantage for the first time ever in franchise history. The Leduc Stray Cats traveled down for this one. We pick it up already 12-0. Red Dogs in the first. The Cats claw back, though. Brandon Thiessen hits Ryan Stubbs in the end zone. They missed on the two-point conversion, cutting the lead in half. Then in the second quarter, Leduc in the red zone. Thiessen hands off to Stubbs. This time, he rumbles his way all the way in for the major. His second on the night. We're tied momentarily at 12. I say momentarily because the Stray Cats fake the extra point. Thiessen hooks up with Connor Thornwell in the house for two. It was 14-12 Cats up on the Dogs at the break, but it's all Lloyd in the second half. In the first, Colton Hippie over to Mike Holman. He's off to the races. He makes it 18-14 in the fourth, backed up in their own zone. Hippie lets it fly down the field for Joel King, and he's gone. Nobody was even close to him. Red Dogs go up by 12. Then they seal the deal a little later on in the quarter. Drew Baxton scampers up the middle for another 6 points. The Cats would get one back, but it was too little too late. Lloyd makes history with a 32-20 win in their very first home game ever.
Finally, after 3 years, it's awesome to actually have people, our fans, come out to our game in our home. It's been good.
Well, this one was really big because last weekend we lost that game, so it was nice to come back and get a win, especially at home. It was our first home game in 3 years, so it was real nice.
Now that we don't have playoffs, it's a good thing that we did win, and it's just nice to have a home game for the first time in 3 years.
We got up 12-0, and then they pounded us. I mean, I changed the defense with about 5 minutes left in the second quarter, and that turned the tide for us. We went to a 53, and it made a difference. So,
congratulations go out to the Red Dogs. Now their next test goes Friday. You guessed it, back in Edmonton. All right, and from the gridiron to the soccer pitch we go, where all around the Midwest, sports fans these days have been catching spring fever. The tarps are off the greens on the golf course. The diamonds are dusty, and now the lines are being painted at the soccer pitch. Soccer players are kicking off their season. Aaron Streck has more now on the encouraging numbers of the Rustlers Development Program.
Numbers are up for competitive players aged 10 to 12 this outdoor season.
As a player growing up in this environment, to see the numbers grow like this is extraordinary. Having 100 players in under 10 and 12 boys and girls, it's unreal.
I want them competing at a high level, but it's about dribbling, taking players on, running with the ball, making good decisions as an individual and then as a small group.
Wagner says this is an important step in his 3-year plan.
With this group, I'm trying to set standards and expectations early, giving parents a reason to keep their kid in the game.
And they're clicking to the individual skill, the shape is getting better. Being the first week outdoors, it's great to see.
Oh. Okay, so keep the ball, dribble the ball. All right.
The players are on the field 3 days a week for 2 practices and a game.
It pushes the top players to have to do better and the bottom players to try and strive to do better.
They're looking to learn. They ask questions. They have respect for what we're trying to do, and it's a step, in my opinion, a step in the right direction.
Aaron Streck, Newcap Sports.
That is your first look at Newcap Sports.